Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Rose Realm. I'm Crystal, and today I'm going to share with you the movies that are coming up within the next year that are book to movie adaptations. So the first one, it's already out, it's on Netflix. It came out May 8th, around Mother's Day, is Remarkably Bright Creatures. This is on my TBR, and I went to borrow it from the library. However, there's a huge wait list. There's like 34 people waiting for this book to read it. So I might just suck it up and actually buy the book and read it. So this one is something that I came across a couple months ago, and I was intrigued by it. I saw it in not the library, the bookstore, when I was looking in there a couple months ago now. And I didn't read what the story plot was about. However, when I was looking up the actual movie that's been put on Netflix, it's about this woman who starts working for an aquarium, and she befriends a little octopus and this younger gentleman who ends up coming to this town, and he's wanting to build a whole family friends type deal, because from what it sounds like, he's out of town and he's just new to this town. Remarkably Bright Creatures stars Sally Field and Lewis Pullman. The next one that's going to be released, and I believe from what I read it's coming to theaters, is The Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. It is a classic novel. I did read this when I took a literature class in college. It is basically this gentleman who is coming home from the Trojan War, and on his way home he bumps into mythical creatures and has to fight off these beasts and whatnot on his way home. So it's basically his journey from the Trojan War ending to his home. This one is set to release July 17th of this year, and it stars a huge cast of celebrities. It has Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Mia Goth, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal, and also Robert Pattinson. This one seems intriguing. I'm not sure if I will go to the theaters to watch it. I may, if I'm bored, maybe one day. But I did read this novel, so I am curious to see how they actually are going to interpret this movie. The next one is The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping. It is set to be released November 20th of this year in theaters. It follows the story, it's the prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy, which has Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen. One is the prequel of Hamish's story. So this is the story of when Hamish was actually part of the Hunger Games. So it goes into that realm of things. I do believe there is a prequel. I think this is also a trilogy. So there is a movie that's before this one that's part of the prequel to the Hunger Games. I am interested in it. I have not yet watched any of the other prequel ones. I have watched all three of the Hunger Games. I love them. I just had children, so I never really had time to go and watch the prequels as of yet, but it is on my list of movies to watch. This also has a really big cast. It has Ralph Fiennes, it has Kieran Culkin, also Elle Fanning, just to name a few of the actors and actresses that are going to be playing in this film. So the next book to movie adaptation is Verity, and I am personally looking forward to this one. I have done a book review on Verity. You can go look at my TikTok and see that review. You can purchase the book through Amazon. It is fantastic. It is definitely a psychological thriller, and there is trigger warning of certain things happening in the book that could be disturbing to some people, so just be warned about that. But I am looking forward to this. That book has stuck in my head since I read it, and I believe I read it last year, and it still replays in my head. It is just that psychologically mind-blowing. I'm very much looking forward to this movie. I'm curious how they're gonna do the adaptation from the book to the movie for this one. just because there was some kerfuffle about the Housemaid series that I haven't watched the movie yet, but I've read the book, but I heard that the movie wasn't as good as the book, which happens a lot of the time. So I really hope that they do a good adaptation for Verity. This is set to release in October 2nd of 2026, and it should be going to theaters, if I'm correct by the research that I have done. The last one I'm going to talk to you guys about, which I am very much looking forward to because this is a book series that I love. I actually have it on my bookshelf. I have read them all a couple of times already. I plan on reading them again in the near future, but it is the Narnia Chronicles, and they're going to actually do The Magician's Nephew, which is the first book in the whole series of books. This isn't set to come out until February of 2027. I wanted to do books to adaptation to movies within 2026. However, when I came across this, I had to just put it on this list because I very much liked watching the Narnia movies that they did make in the past, and I'm very much looking forward to this adaptation because I always thought to myself, why haven't they made all of the Chronicle of Narnia's books into movies? Because they only did The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I believe Prince Caspian. I think those were the only two in the whole book series that they made a movie adaptation of. So I really hope that this one turns out really well also, and I hope they would make more. Like, I think they should redo The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe again too, even though that's been made so many times. But I would really, really enjoy watching all of them. I wish they would make all the books into movies. It looks like it's still early, just because some have been cast, but there's no names of the characters that are cast to the actors. So I really do hope that this movie does come to fruition. The actors in this movie, some of them I don't know, some of them I do. There's Emma McKay. I haven't heard of her, haven't looked back into see what she's actually been in before. There's also Daniel Craig. There's also supposed to be Meryl Streep, also David McKenna, and Carey Mulligan is also supposed to play in this. She played the main female character in The Great Gatsby, the one that the rich man is like infatuated with. So I'm looking forward to that one for sure. I really hope they do a good job with it. So that is all the book to movie adaptations that I'm interested in. There's many, many more out there, and a lot of them aren't being turned into movies. A lot of them Netflix is picking up, and they're not making it into movies. They're making it more into like movie, like a TV series or like a show. So and some of them I've never read the books, so I have no idea what it's about. I don't know what the book is like. One that I will put in this video is Lord of the Flies. They have started the series on this on Netflix, and that was very disturbing. I read that book in high school. They also had a movie in high school, so basically they made us read the book and then watch the movie, and we had to compare and figure out the symbolism with all of it, etc. Just like what school does. But they have a newer adaptation of Lord of the Flies on Netflix that is, it's a series. It's not a movie, so it's gonna have episodes. I believe it said it was an 8-episode series, so you can check that out too if you wanted to. But that's all from me today. I look forward to watching all of these, and some of them I still have to read the book, which is on my TBR. And so yeah, that's everything today. I hope you guys enjoy. It is summertime now here in Canada. I don't know about other parts of the world, but here in the northern hemisphere of the world, it's summertime. So it's time for drive-ins. You know, you can go see some of the newer movies that are coming out in the drive-in theaters. I had never been to a drive-in until I was an adult, and it was the most fun experience I ever had. Or you can go to the theater if you whichever way you choose to watch movies this summer, I hope you enjoy them, whether it's in the comfort of a car for a drive-in, or sitting in the theater, or just sitting in your own cozy home, because a lot of these streaming services have them go right to them instead of going to the theater. So I hope you enjoy watching things this summer. Let me know in the comments what you plan on watching this summer, whether it's going to the movies, or if it's in a drive-in, or just from the comfort of your own home. It could be a new movie that's released, or maybe there's some older movies that you find comfort in that you like watching. So let me know in the comments, put them down. And that's all for me today. I hope you have a magical day, and happy watching, my friends. Bye.